What's up, YouTube? Billy Throttle here. We're back to Peglin, and we're working with the Balladin today on Cruciball 4. This will be our first YouTube playthrough with the new 1.1.18 patch. In that patch, they added a few new orbs and a few new relics. So let's see if we find any of them in this playthrough. I guess there was also. I wonder if that's intentional. That's one of the new ones, so we'll definitely have to take it. There was also some balance changes and bug fixes in the patch, but so this is a new Balladin specific relic. Big fish orbs are larger than the standard orb size. Deal damage equal to the number of owned large orbs to the targeted enemy for each peg hit. Interesting. Okay, well, let's see what that means. Okay, so these are still normal size. Oh, orbs that are larger than standard size. Okay. Oh, okay. I thought it made all of your stuff larger. No, we're gonna want to specifically target larger orbs. And then what happens after that? Deal damage equal to the number of own large orbs to the target enemy for each peg hit. Okay, well, I know one of the changes, one of the ball warp orbs they changed size on, which I played a little bit on stream last night. Not a fan of it just yet. Maybe it just wasn't the run for it, but so I guess that's, you know, bold orb, and I'm guessing maybe that there's a new snowball orb that grows in size the more you use it, so maybe something like that. Yeah, I guess we'll find out. We'll try to keep our eyes open for large stuff. All right, we did get to 50 gold, so we can afford a new something and an upgrade if we want. Orblisk. Orblisk is not big, to my knowledge. We'll take the bomb one. And let's upgrade Sphere. Alright, there is a pretty early shop. What I might do, maybe I'll like wiggle down here, catch a couple of rooms, a couple of free relics. I could go straight to the Ouroboros. I do like Sphere. I mean, it would be 4 removals. Hey, let's remove all orbs. Sure. It's early enough, you know, I wasn't locked into anything just yet, so. Hit refresh to activate nearby pegs. We'll take this too. Maybe we're skipping too much stuff, but we'll have to skip the shop. Bombs detonate in a hit. I was gonna say, oh, we have bomb stuff, but we got rid of our bomb relic, so. No, I'm gonna shoot down in here. If I go over towards the shop, as I say, I should be able to at least afford something. I'm trying to think how Ouroboros is gonna work for us right here so far. And I'm not sure on that yet, so. Especially after finding the new big fish relic. I definitely don't want to like just throw this run or try to look for like the stinky cheese, you know, where we can just pass and win. It's not bully ball. Let's see, weak regular attacks can be modified for massive crit damage. All right, let's upgrade Ouroboros. Nothing here that I'm super excited about. If we were Leshy, maybe Inferno, but our bombs already detonate in a hit. So one of the pluses of this orb was already negated by one of our relics. And yeah, we're gonna pass on the boss because we don't have good damage yet. We'll probably die. Oh wait. Okay, so I know Bucklorb's big. And here's the new Snowball, which gets big. I don't know if it counts towards it, but Ruborb looks big. Why does Ruborb look so big? It's probably just because Snowball looks small because like it starts off small. Well, I guess we're shooting whatever we get, but okay. Probably should have tried for the Snowball. Okay, it is not big. I was like, just making sure that that relic didn't affect, you know, certain other orbs too. I think I remember seeing one of the balance changes they've made here. Spiders only shoot now while they're up top, which is a little deceiving because I believe this guy, like, he will move up then shoot. It's not that he won't attack this turn at all because he's down. Oh, okay. Whenever I was playing on stream last night, I was to say I didn't think this guy would have shot, but maybe it had something to do with the things around him. Not excited about any of those. I guess we should probably get this guy all the way up to Echo 80 pretty quick. And let's get Ruborb upgraded too. Maybe I should start going over this way towards an elite. Sorry about that. I was scratching my ear and my headphones just kind of fell off. All right, if you have Bulwark remaining after the battle, gain 2 max health. No, let's okay, as I said, being a little greedy, I so with the bombs already lit, just have a better chance of getting that special relic. Let's see, hit the crit. Oh, this has persist 5. I can honestly say that I very rarely would take the Ouroboros, but I didn't think it had persist 5 when upgraded. All right, that was a pretty good fight. Okay, this is a big boy. Like I said, I'm not a fan of the Bucklerb. But we're trying it for science, for big fish science. All right, extra HP. Honestly, I mean, as good as Wall Chicken is, it's a lot of extra HP. My orbs they have pitiful damage right now, so let's pick Power Glove because we're immediately doubling some of our orbs damage with that. All right, let's read this one more time. Orbs that are larger than the standard orb size deal damage. Oh, okay. So it damages on when it hits pegs. Okay, so it looks like it just, as of right now, we have one large orb, so it'll do 1 extra damage for each peg it hits. And if we happen to get another one, it'll do 2, and then so on. So unfortunately, we're not going to be able to pass any of the Ouroboros damage onto Big Slime, but all right. So he should get pinged down here. Yeah, he's okay. It's definitely not as confusing as my brain was making it out to be at first. I'm trying to think of like how many big orbs there are. There's the new Buckle Orb, there's Bold Orb. My brain just not thinking of many of them. Any reason we want to add a bunch of crits on the board? It's not bad, but I think we're gonna pass on it. Okay, so no shops before. We're gonna have some more fights. Deal 2 times damage when your health is below 25. I don't think that's gonna come in handy very often. Let's just go with an extra multi-ball every once in a while. I would love to have lit off that bomb. As I say, even if I hit the refresh, it should have probably grabbed the bomb. Okay. I was like, am I mixing it up? Because I think there's a relic that does the exact opposite. Where the bombs get the refreshes. Full trip, guys. Maybe we make a big highway orbery. I'm not against that. Because if we could get a big... Although... You can get highway orbery pretty high, and sometimes the shots damage is a little disappointing. Let's see, we don't have, like, piercing yet. I think this is definitely the smart take. Do have to be a little more careful with navigation since the Cruciball 4 difficulty increase is the increased damage on the navigation. On Misnavigation, I should say. I hope we don't need any more of those bombs. Oh, and if you didn't notice, the new Buckle Orb only hits things on the ground level, so it will miss bats. So I guess technically that's a little bit wrong. I do have some piercing already with the Buckle Orb, but not against flying enemies, which could be bad. I'm a big fan of ball links. Take that too. All right, I kind of like what we've got so far. I don't think we're gonna get much big fish value in this run, but we're still gonna get to see it. I would love to have hit that refresh. I said, try to keep the Ouroboros damage up for when our boy comes up front here now. Now you don't have a tree to hide behind anymore, bud. All 2 HP. All right, nothing's big. I don't think I need extra refreshes. Let's upgrade a couple items. Tender cactus. Okay, let's think about tender cactus. Uh, I don't know how tender cactus would work with Ouroboros. I feel like that probably screws it up. So Buckler's not very strong. Like ball links would have been good. Yeah, let's no tender cactus this run. Leave the rest for later. It's a lot of refreshes on the board. I feel like with uh with refreshing punch and this only refreshing like a few pegs, I feel like your board's gonna go real quick and like you'll have trouble just kind of keep things refreshed. Spare Fate's never bad. It's just probably gonna run out before we get to the end. I could skip. They did add this 50 gold on skip, which is nice. So it's kind of like you can just go to a shop and get your own relic. I think that was a real good ad. Well, I guess we'll take Spirity's Fate. Got the Paintress. We could say we could skip by here and kind of rush towards the Polterp guys. Okay. I wasn't sure if we'd be able to hit the bombs. It's funny. It feels like sometimes the refreshes are getting the bombs. I guess some are just slightly closer than the other ones, but. All right. Target any enemy. We don't have. Oh, we do have targeted damage yet. Upgrade you and let's keep going. Okay, a lot of events which we usually look for in Act 2 for pebble removals. Oh, there's just a ton of events. I mean, both sides. 3 this way, 5 this way. Let's go this way. It's got a shop and a artifact or relic. Yeah, let's take the golden orb. I'm happy, I think, with everything I have so far. So let's use this as a rare upgrade. Once again, rare upgrade here. We're gonna have 0 money for the shop, probably. Collected gold contributes to damage. That's gonna be funny. Especially with the, was it the Ballectrum? Speaking of Ballectrum, let's just skip straight to it. Where we at 76 damage. All right, so we at least kill. No, let's get straight here because we can kill both these guys with this shot, assuming we don't just fire right off the map, which we almost did. Could take a sphere for a little piercing damage. We have piercing. We have area attack. Yeah, we probably don't need it though. And in the most recent update, there are some shop-only relics now, which I am not positive what they all are, but there are certain relics. It probably notes in the patch notes what they are, or if you go into a custom game, like training weight. This might be one that can only be found in the shop. And Basalt Totem, I think they increased this from 4 to 5 max HP, and I think the upgrade got a little bit cheaper. So we can afford one relic. Any no orbs. Like trying to keep my eye for big orbs still. I guess I should take a quick look to make sure I didn't miss any of these became large. So apple a day, that's 15 free health. Basalt Totem, we then have to pay for more. Extra crit damage. We don't have any sources of must circle, so this one doesn't do anything yet. We're not going for the stinky cheese run at this point. I don't know. Usually when I'm doing my Balladin runs, we kind of ignore crits, but we're not really doing must circle stuff, so let's take complex claw. Oh, they changed this up. They used to be able to kind of navigate easier through here. They gave you used to have a little bit of a gap. Okay, well, no event for us. After you attack, the attacker receives 5 times, receives damage to 5 times remaining ball. That's fine. We don't have a ton of it, but I don't think we need another shop. We can hardly afford. Can't afford a relic. We don't need a removal. Wall bounce contribute to damage. Why not? Random navigation. It doesn't matter at this point. It actually got us an extra kind of stop here, which isn't bad. No, all my squirrel balls. Too bad we don't have overflow right now. Although that did set up for a nice Ouroboros, I will have to admit that. It's nice that the chandeliers up there, they have less HP than the crossbowmen below, but they kill them when they drop on them, so. I am losing all my squirrel balls. A sentence I never thought I would say. There's overflow. I'm not gonna worry about overflow. I think this should. Okay. So I think that should make it down. Okay. So this is our targeting orb. So once we shoot this guy with either of our first couple orbs, he's gonna turn around. I guess we could shoot this for extra ball work. Now we go to our targeting orb, so we can get him to flip back around for the next time. Oh, it doesn't tell us. We didn't do a ton of damage there. Let's see if we can get a good shot. Okay. I'm surprised at the amount of damage we did right there. Ice circle. Shock absorber. I mean, I honestly think we can win with what we have right here. So extra refreshes or stash of focus. We'll probably take the extra refreshes. That kind of works with the refreshing punch. Uh, yeah, stash of focus is nice because it can prevent fatal damage for once and gives you half damage after that with the broken stash. But once again, I think we're just kind of way too strong, and that's not going to matter much. So it's a good start. Let's see, we could shoot this to kill the all the paintings. If we pass on it, it'll be a little while until we see that. There's a couple bombs on the board, which can kill them if needed. What I almost want to do is like shoot Electrum, try to get like a nice damage shot there, skip Bucklorb, go straight to Ouroboros, and hopefully finish this off. Well, let's shoot this while we still have some gold on the board. We just go straight to Ouroboros here and finish this off in a couple of turns. Should be one more. All right, it's a good painter's fight. There's Highway Aubrey again. It's like trying to lure since like, hey, we're already upgraded once. I mean, I guess at this point, yeah, let's take it. I mean, we've got a ton of money, and we kind of don't know what else to spend it on right now. All right, bombs are replaced with rigged bombs, deal 2 times damage. Pegs have durable, sealed conviction. You gain 3 balance, but you -1 orb discard. I mean, we don't have a ton of orbs, so well, I guess this one does fire several times. I said we could possibly take advantage of the 3 balance, but not being able to discard and get through the 5 times we have to fire this, and not being able to kind of set it up with like that time we had a low damage orb before Ouroboros. Let's take the durable. The thing that worries me is the refreshes getting hidden. We still have 2 base refreshes on the board and then 2 extra ones from our peg bag. So I'm going to hope that that doesn't matter. Probably just keep hitting this with a couple. Whenever an effect causes you to gain must circle gain 2 bulb. Okay, we don't have any of those yet. Okay, we got a couple shops down here. So like if we did want to save up some money for a couple relics, that's where we'd be looking. Almost got the hidden relic. It's the secret relic, whatever you want to call it. I keep skipping by the bulwark one, the Bucklorb. I used to really like that one. I'm actually not excited with that change yet. Big Fish isn't that exciting either. I guess we grab Snowball. That could be. I'm curious if that like kind of lets you know when it becomes a big orb. I have a feeling we're not gonna get to see much of that. As you can see, I did win a little bit with it last night whenever I used it on stream. And I think we had 3 of them at one point, and it still didn't seem like it became big very fast. So all right, so this was kind of best case scenario, where the Ouroboros follows Highway Orbery, but you don't need it. You get 1 upgrade this time. All right, as you can see, Snowball starts out real small, and the more the more you hit stuff with it. I guess I did kind of gloss over it. So Snowball, so this is level 3, remember. All Snowballs get +2/+3 for every 15 pegs hit. As Snowballs hit pegs and gain strength, all Snowballs increase in size. Damage and size reset after each battle. So this is a terrible one for this, but yeah, it does grow in size, and it doesn't say it, but eventually gets piercing, which is nice. But I think it might also be piercing similar to Bucklorb, where it only hits things on the ground because it like rolls along. Honestly, I have a feeling we probably won't be able to see that here, just due to you know, being close to the end, only having 1, and not like, you know, reloading a ton. Attacks get increasing damage multiplier based on number of pegs removed. No, we don't want pincher maneuver. So we can get to the shop from either of these locations. Probably should just went straight to this one first, but well, there's a Bulldorb. I think we know what Big Fish does. I don't think I need to take Bulldorb. If we would have kind of started coming across a whole bunch of these early, and every peg we hit was doing like 5 additional damage, then maybe, but I don't think we need to keep adding more. Right, we're going directly to a shop. Let's do 1 upgrade. That still leaves us money for 2 relics. All right, Bulldorb again. 2 Pool Torpedoes. I'm surprised that they double up in the shop. I guess there could be occasions where like, hey, I do want more than 1 of those, but and honestly, is there more in the shop? I'd have to look at my old videos. This feels like there's more offered than I remember. I know Peglin gets extra reward choices, but this looks like an increased number. And this might be 2, to be honest. So I'll have to double check. So anyways, whenever you're reloading into Must Circle, balls and bottom mounts extra bouncy. Let's grab a Strange Brew. And maybe a House of Slime. Really not reloading much. We're not damaging ourselves either, so I guess, yeah. We could save our money. There is another shop right here if we wanted to go there. Maybe that's probably just the better call. Let's just save our money. Yeah, I wonder why they changed up navigation on these screens, which is going to be an extra pain in the ass now that I've taken the durable pegs. Well, look at all the elites down here. It feels like a lot of elites for this board. For any board, to be honest. Okay, +1 orb discards. Helpful. Let's go to the shop. We still have money for one more relic. There's round guard. Basic attack. Honestly, I might just take basic blade. Yeah, let's just take basic blade. I think it was better off just putting another upgrade into a highway orbery, but hey, okay, let's. Oh, even had a multi-ball there. All right, it's slowly growing in size. Oh, it got up to a ton of damage there. How did that get so much damage? You can see it was a 9. It looks like it was a 913 there. I'm gonna have to watch that back later. That was surprising. As I say, I guess this is probably our best orb to shoot into the darkness. Although I think there's always something off screen, so like no matter what, it's like I don't know if you can one shot. And we're all out of squirrel balls, guys. We'd used a ton of them there. Okay, never mind. You can kill them all in one shot. Intentional oboe. That's gonna help with the fire that the final boss puts out. Grinding Monstera did get an upgrade for everybody. So instead of just getting HP directly when you kill something, it turns one of those pegs into a peg with a green arrow on it, which you then have to hit to kind of claim that max increase, max health increase. So heads up, because this was like a pretty much a guaranteed take if I ever found it, like in Act 1 or Act 2. But it requires a little bit of extra work on your behalf. Although you can still collect it on navigation. So keep that in mind. Like on this board where I just, nuked it with, one shot, these would still be on the board waiting for me as we navigated away. Had I had it coming in here, so. No, I'm going to try to shoot this pretty quickly. I was hoping it would go into the void so I could shoot the blood. I was hoping we would have got a little more gold. Start battle, gain 1 must circle. All right, let's see how this goes. Okay, Belectrum. It's I'm a half worried about this because doesn't this take away some of the peg's hit? We're still gonna do it. Uh-oh, we're messing with the volume. It's never good when the game can't handle the volume, or can't handle the music. Sure, we'll shoot Bucklorb. Alright, let's see the snowball grow. Snowball's doing, I was gonna say, more damage than I'm expecting. Maybe it's also because we're doing damage from collected gold, but okay, and it is pinging it down now, so it was counting itself as a large orb at that point. I'm gonna have to watch this back. I got so many questions from this run. Like, when did that start counting as a large orb? I'm sure it wasn't from the very beginning, but some way on the way down. All right, Highway Orbery is gonna deal the finishing blow. All right, so unlocked a big fish. I wonder if they intentionally do that, because no, it wasn't my first Balladin run. We played Balladin once or twice on stream last night. So no, we just got lucky and found big fish. Other notes, new Snowball. I don't know what it was about today's run, because it wasn't that good last night, and there was an occasion where I had 3 level 3s of them, which it got okay at that point, but it did really well today, and I'm not sure what the difference was. This one that adds bulwark. Not a fan of it as much as I used to. Protect Orb, the one that does no damage, I don't like. I feel like it should have done at least minimal damage. I know it collects slightly more bulwark, but it's usually a never take for me. This one, like Buckle Orb, I would still take it, you know, even if I wasn't doing a bulwark build, you know, that needed it, because the extra defense was nice and it still did decent damage. I guess the damage can be roughly the same if you have multiple enemies on screen. You know, you're doing less damage per enemy, but you're spreading it out amongst several enemies. So I don't know, but the big orbs, they like with them not bouncing as much, that kind of gets to me. I understand why they don't, but yeah. So nice little run. Got to see a couple of the new and changed items, and if you stayed this far, I appreciate you. Feel free to come catch me on Twitch. I stream there usually 3 or 4 nights a week, but yeah, we're gonna keep doing some Peglin stuff on stream, and maybe we'll expand to some different games that we play. We do a lot of deck builders and things of that nature. But yeah, I'll let you guys go. Have a good day. I'll catch you next time.